I have committed the worst crime a man can commit. I have not been happy. This sentence, oh my gosh, when I heard it last week, it struck me so bad. I went crying because I think this is the scene that we humans, at least in this moment of time, when we have so many possibilities and when we are all waking up to what I think, to the feelings of realizing what we want and not want, and of realizing if we are living really the life we want or some life that has been set in our thoughts that is supposed to be the life we are supposed to want. I think it's a real sin not to fight for it. I say fight because it's difficult, because we have to go against probably many things, and in many cases, well, in every case we have to fight, but in a lot of cases that fight can be so difficult because we think we're gonna disappoint so many people. Oh my gosh, this is a video of the series that it began being called The Best of Our Weeks, that then I changed into the highlights of our weeks, because I wanted to talk about the good things, the things we call good and the things we call bad, because to show that everything that happens to us is information for us, so that we can turn the things around and make them work in our favor. And also because what was I gonna say? Well, we have the power to choose what we do with that, with those bad things. Those give us information about what we like, we don't like, what we want more of or less of in our lives. That's why they are not bad. I was thinking the other day, we wouldn't say that we wouldn't punish the sense of smell because we are smelling something that we don't like. We have to thank it. Oh, well, thanks, sense of smell, because of letting me know that I don't like that maybe that food is not in good conditions for me to eat, that maybe some gas is leaking. But we wouldn't talk bad things about that sense of feeling. That's why I don't think we should talk bad things about the things we're feeling bad in our body. That's information. And yeah, I changed this series of videos, and now I'm changing it again. And yeah, we can still call it the highlights of our weeks, or of my week. But maybe instead of talking about personal things, which I'm sure I will also add in the explanations, since I'm hearing so many strong sentences that move me so much and that make me think and realize about how life works, how we work, how we sabotage ourselves in being happy, in having the life that we want. I think I'm going to choose every week one of these sentences, the one that strikes me the most, or some of them, and talk about it. And this week has been this one. Yes. And I think the solution to be happy, which I think it's in our hands, except maybe in super extreme cases, but I think in most of them we have the choice to realize what's happening in our head, in our behavior, that probably is inherited, some kind of pattern that is inherited and maybe we don't realize about, What is that that is not allowing us, that makes us not allow us to be ourselves? What is that that is not in our lives, that we are so much craving for? And maybe we realize what it is, but then we don't dare to go for it or to create the space to have it. If we are conscious, okay, at least we are conscious and we know it's in our hands to change it. If we are not conscious, maybe these kind of videos, and as so many others are in Instagram or YouTube or everywhere, or articles, maybe they help us to realize and to think about that. What is that that is making us feel uncomfortable? Where aren't we ourselves? Because I think that's the main point that we have to put the focus on. Where are we not allowing us to be ourselves? What is that we value so much, that is so important in our lives, that we are not having in it? And when we know, or when we think we know, the work is on us to try to have that, to bring that into our lives, to create those 5 minutes, 1 minute every day, to have that in our lives, so that can increase with every day. But I think that's the key, to find those things that our body probably is telling us with that uneasiness that something is missing, and we should look for it, and we should honor ourselves, the gift that we have to be alive, to have consciousness and to have choice, to bring that into our lives. And maybe we have to deceive some people for that. And maybe we have to follow some ways that are not the typical ones from the people we are surrounded by, or even from society. But I think what we need to do to be happy is to follow our way. And it doesn't matter what the other thinks, because what are we going to live in a way so that the other people surrounding us is happy with us? But then, is that keeping ourselves unhappy? That doesn't make sense. I think we have to be brave enough to break those rules that we have so implanted with fire in our behavior, realize about it, break them, tear them apart, and begin constructing our own way. And the people that have to still be with us will still be with us, and they'll get used to ourselves. If they love us, they're gonna respect our way, and they're gonna be still with us. If they don't get to understand it, maybe they will someday. If they don't, we'll find some other people that supports us. Don't be afraid about being alone. There's so many people like you, especially in these times of these, yeah, in this century, and in the Western cultures. So let's take the chance, let's take that opportunity, let's take this freedom that we have, so many of us have, and try to walk our way, and try to walk to feel this happiness. That, of course, it doesn't mean we're gonna be super happy all the time, but we're gonna feel fulfilled and glad with the way we are taking, with the steps we are taking, so that we don't end up like that line in the poem of Jorge Luis Borges, of the poem Remorse, that said, "I have committed the worst crime that a man can commit. I have not been happy." So just go and be you as much as you can. I'll try my best as well. See you soon. Bye. All the best.